Hi Taurus, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-November 2024 love reading. Thank you to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is to look at the past, present, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight. After the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. Also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's that way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so falling out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Prince of Coins. So this is actually Virgo energy here. So yeah, I could just be saying that in the past you might have actually saw some potential for this connection to get off the ground, but maybe felt it was moving a little more slowly than you would have liked, right? So there might have been a part of you that actually started to lose faith that it could develop into something long term. All right, past energy on their side, we have the Devil. So if we look at the artwork here, now usually in a lot of tarot decks there's multiple people involved on this card, but here we just see one individual. We also see a spotlight coming down on him, right? So maybe that was part of the issue, right? You might have felt like this person received a lot of attention and really liked getting a lot of attention as well. So you might have felt like, okay, even if you wanted something more, it seemed like this person wasn't necessarily interested in a one-to-one type of relationship. Right, present energy on your side, we have the 10 of coins. So to see this here, even if we look at the trees there, right, it looks like they're a bit more lifeless in the card in the past. And here we see it looks a lot more lush, right? So it could just be saying that now, for whatever reason, you guys feel like there's a lot more potential for the connection to actually turn into something more. And I see that there's obviously a lot of openness to it on your part as well. So yeah, it looks like something's changed between the past when you start to lose faith, that the connection could turn into something to where now you feel like it's actually much more of a possibility. All right, present energy on their side, we have the King of Cups. So this is a Scorpio energy here, and for some of you this could just be pointing to possibly why you might feel that way, right? Because a lot of times with the Scorpio archetype, they'll tend to conceal how they're feeling until they feel like they're comfortable and safe to do so. So maybe they've just been more observing you from a distance, and even if they do feel the same way that you've been feeling to this point, you know, it could have been one of those things where they wanted to feel sure that they could come forward and be more open and vulnerable with you before actually doing so. All right, future energy on your side, we have the Queen of Arrows. So this is a Libra energy here, which is the other sign that's ruled by Venus, like you guys are. So with this, I see really just one of those things where you're probably feeling more confident in the connection now, but I feel like you're still hoping for them to take more initiative to show that they're into it as well. So I feel like this is you, you know, maybe you're leaving subtle clues for them that you are interested in taking it further, right? So the lines of communication might be open between the two of you and everything, but where in the past it looks like you were embracing more of the masculine energy and maybe being the one taking more initiative, now it looks like you're trying to fall back into more of the feminine mode and have them come more toward you. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Eight of Wands. So this is a Sagittarius energy here. So for one, this could just be saying quite simply that once we start moving through Sagittarius season, they'll actually start taking more initiative. But either way, this looks like a more action-oriented energy. So yeah, it looks like they will actually start to put more effort toward the connection in the future. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Five of Staves. So this is Leo energy here, and it often points to an energy of competition. So again, like I said, for a lot of you, that could have been what you were primarily thinking in the past. You know, like I said, it seems like this might have been someone who got a lot of attention, or at the very least, you might have thought they did, and they also seem to bask in the attention as well. So it could have just been one of those things where you felt like, okay, maybe it's not realistic for me to pursue this right now because it doesn't seem like they're interested in anything more serious. Right, bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Four of Pentacles. So this is a Capricorn energy here, and if we look at the artwork, assuming it'll cooperate and actually focus, there we go. You see there's like columns in the background, right? So it's like this situation's in a state of decay. So it could just be saying that that's basically what they've done in the past, right? With these offers coming forward for more stable connections, they might have felt like it didn't even bother them if those opportunities fell apart, right? So I feel like this is one of those things where that could have been, again, why you were feeling that Five of Staves energy. So, like I said, for the majority of you, it looks like they are coming out of that, but at the very least, that would show why you were starting to lose faith in the past. All right, we'll see what the Oracle cards add to mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love Oracle card deck here. Got one there. And next, we'll see what we get from Wisdom Oracle deck. Same situation, looking for a single card from this deck as well. Alright, so what I'll do is actually put this deck down. And what we'll do is we'll cut the deck and pull a card that way. So we will take this one. Let me get this out of the way. And we'll take a look at that Messages of Love card first. Alright, we have Lesson. It says this person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. So interesting message there, right? Because in the context of the energy on this side, maybe that lesson for some of you was to maybe just let things progress more naturally, right? And also not to lose faith, but to be confident in yourself. And like I said, it does look like there is an increase in confidence in yourself and in the connection in general. But it could just be saying that that might have been the shift that actually helped improve the situation, even though you might not see it that way directly. And then on this person's side, right, could just be saying to value their one-to-one connections more. All right, and from the Wisdom Oracle, we have Thinker. There's the artwork, and the number is 44. We'll see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says, love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it is good to have things in common other than desire. This is a time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. If there is enough common ground, go for it. If not, there are other fish in the sea. Don't force it to work. And should others tell you who they are, take them at their word. Now is not the time to indulge in a fantasy. No matter what, in this case, the facts are the facts. So interesting message there, right? Because we talk about how it mentioned desire. And if we look at this, like we said, this could have been a person that might have been charismatic, was getting a lot of attention, right? Here we see a bit more of an action-oriented energy. So maybe that's something that you'll be looking at as well, right? Like, okay, well, if this person was someone who just seemed to bask in attention and didn't really give much of the connection, was there a deeper reason for you to be attracted to them, or was it just more of a physical attraction, right? But either way, like I said, it looks like they're going through some growth. So it's definitely possible that the two of you actually might hit it off, but I feel like that's what that's saying too, you know, which could go back to this message here of, okay, well, did you really know enough about the person to really see this developing into a more serious connection, right? Or were you just like projecting qualities onto them at the time? So interesting one there. But yeah, like I said, overall, it does look like there is potential for it to go in the right direction in the future. But obviously, from the messages we got here, I feel like you'll be able to pick up on that more easily. So hope it resonated with you guys. Wrap up there. I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.